Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammadin wa ajjal farajahum. The Holy Quran is an endless ocean, very vast and very deep, full of treasures. And every time you dive in this vast ocean in search of those treasures, you find something new. One of the marvels of the Holy Quran is the structure of its chapters and verses. And today you'll find many highlighting the miraculous ring composition of the Holy Quran. Ring composition is basically a type of symmetrical structure in which, for instance, the two halves of a story mirror each other. You basically present a sequence of events or ideas, and then the same sequence is repeated in reverse order. I'll give you an example of a short story so you can see how this works. Salih arrives at the mosque. He takes a Quran from the shelf and he reads it. Now he sees a newcomer who does not know how to pray come into the mosque. Salih teaches him how to pray. Then Salih returns the Quran back to the shelf. Salih leaves the mosque. You can see clearly the ring structure that is evident in this very short story. There's basically 6 events that happen in the story. You've got 1, 2, 3 events, and then you reach the half point, and then you've got another 3. You see, Salih arrives at the mosque. This was the first event. What was the last event that mirrors it? Salih leaves the mosque, which is event 6. The second event is Salih takes the Quran and reads it. That's mirrored by the second to last event, which is the 5th event. He returns back the Quran. Number 3 is a man doesn't know how to pray. He enters the masjid. What event mirrors it? Number 4, which is Salih teaches him how to pray. This is a simple example of symmetry in a short story. Now, literary analysts have noticed that many chapters of the Quran, or even stories of the Quran, are based on this symmetry with a ring structure. And that's truly one of the marvels of the Holy Quran. When you examine the beauty of it, you're truly mesmerized. Let's apply this to the story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, one of the most fascinating stories of the Holy Quran. You find this in Surah Yusuf, chapter number 12 of the Holy Quran. We can divide this chapter into 12 main parts. Let's see how the ring structure works here. Event number 1. Young Yusuf alayhi salam sees a dream, the sun, the moon, the 11 stars or planets prostrating to him. The second event, his brothers are aware of this dream. They become jealous of him. They come up with a plan to kill him, but then they decide to exile him. They sell him as a slave. The third event, Zulaykha, who's the wife of the Aziz, of the minister in Egypt, she owns Yusuf. She tries to seduce him. When he refuses, she schemes against him. The fourth event, Zulaykha brings those women. They're in awe of the beauty of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. They try to seduce him. The fifth event, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam is imprisoned. Why? Because he refused the seduction of Zulaykha and those women. Now we come to the 6th event. And in this 6th event, the king of Egypt, he sees a dream and he wants someone to interpret it. Now we reach the half point of the story. We've got these 6 events. Number 7, we're now going back up in reverse order. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, while in prison, he gives an interpretation that the king finds valid. So you see how now this matches the dream that the king sees. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam gives an explanation to that dream. The 8th event, which is now mirroring which event on the other side? The 5th event. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam is released from prison. The king wants to know who he is. The 9th event, the king summons the ladies. They admit that Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam didn't do anything wrong. They're the ones who accused him. The 10th event, Zulaykha admits that Prophet Yusuf did nothing wrong. She confessed that it was her wrongdoing. The 11th event, Prophet Yusuf a.s., he meets his brothers. They eventually recognize him. He reminds them of their past and injustice. They apologize. Allah forgives them. The last event, the dream of Prophet Yusuf a.s. is actualized. His parents and 11 brothers, they prostrate to him. Now you see the beautiful symmetry in the story. The story begins with Prophet Yusuf a.s. seeing that dream of the sun and the moon and the 11 stars or planets prostrating to him. And the story ends with this dream not only being interpreted, but becoming actualized as they prostrate to him. The second event, which is his brothers plotting against him, matches with the second to last event, which is the 11th event. His brothers seeking forgiveness for their evil plots against him. The third event, which is Zulaykha scheming against him, matches with the third to last event, which is the 10th event. And in the 10th event, she confessed of her wrongdoing, and so on. You see how remarkable this is. How could Prophet Muhammad who never wrote any of the chapters of the Holy Quran, he recited these chapters verbally to his people, craft the story with such detail, with such literary power, such beautiful wisdom, and at the same time have this beautiful ring structure to it? Is this not a masterpiece by all standards? Is this not a miracle? Now, just as the ring structure can apply to the stories of the Quran, it can even apply to individual verses of the Holy Quran. Let's share the example of the famous Ayatul Kursi, the verse of the throne or the verse of the chair. And that is verse 255 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Chapter 2, verse 255. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this chapter states, in this verse states, Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. Basically, in this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, Allah is He, besides whom there is no God, the ever-living, the self-subsisting. Slumber does not overtake him, nor does he sleep. Whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth belongs to him. Who is he that can intercede with him but by his permission? He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and they cannot comprehend anything out of his knowledge except what he pleases. His throne extends over the heavens and the earth, and the preservation of them both tires him not. And he is the Most High, the Great. Now this verse can be divided into 8 parts. Let's see how the ring structure works here. The first part, Allah is ever living and He's self-subsisting. Second part, He doesn't sleep, He doesn't rest. Third part, He owns everything in the universe. Fourth part, no one can intercede except by His permission. We've reached half of the verse. Now see how the order is reversed. It mirrors this other half. Number 5, no one has access to God's knowledge except what He permits to share. See, number 4, you only get intercession if God permits. Number 5, which is mirroring it, you don't have access to knowledge except if He gives permission. Number 6, His throne, meaning His power, extends to the entire universe. This is mirrored by the third part, which says He owns everything. And then number 7, He does not get tired. This is mirrored by the second part, which states God does not sleep, He does not rest, He doesn't get tired. You see how that matches? And then the last part, He's the Most High, He is the Great. That matches the first part, Allah is ever living and self-subsisting. See how beautifully we find the ring structure over here in this beautiful verse of Ayatul Kursi. You see how that matches? Is this not amazing? Is this not fascinating? My dear brothers and sisters, study the Quran. Look at the beauty of the Quran. Every aspect of the Quran is amazing. It's powerful. It's beautiful. Even the structure of the words and the sentences and the stories and even the sequence of events. Subhanallah.